Hello, welcome to my review of Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 5, Eastwatch. And I'm going to do a review without spoilers before I go into any spoilers. And then I'll start breaking it down after that. This episode is not a fast-paced action episode. There aren't any big battles, so if you're expecting that, there isn't much of that. It's mostly plot setup, which I enjoy, and I know some people don't. If you hate the fast traveling and jumping around, it'll bug you. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. I usually enjoy the episodes, so I'm not too picky with Game of Thrones. I feel like almost all episodes are far above what you see normally on television, so I realistically try to judge them realistically. If this was an episode of another show, we'd be raving. So it's not the best Game of Thrones episode by far. Doesn't have much action, but it does have big reveals and stuff like that. So it's my non-spoiler review, and now I'm going to get into spoilers and break down the episode. So we start out with Jaime and Bran coming up out of the river after the battle, and apparently they had swam or floated down. The current took them, which there wasn't enough current there. That was a very slow moving river. They wouldn't have gotten very far, and that's not what we were seeing last episode. It was clear building up tension, and then we don't want them to be captured type deal, because they would have died with what they were going for. And then we see Daenerys burning Tarly's alive because they won't bend the knee. And Tyrion was very against this. I was against it. It was stupid. You don't just go burning the noble families anymore if that's how you want. You don't have anyone in Highgarden anymore, in the Reach. So you got Highgarden gone, and for all they know, you have the Tarly's, Hardill? Something like that. I forget the name of their place. But yeah, now there is no one there. I guess Sam's mom would be lady of it, but she's not going to like Daenerys now. She's not going to want to bend the knee. You killed her husband. You killed her son. And Tyrion Tyrion and what's his name were right with Tickon. He's a young guy. He's like 18 maybe. He's probably 16. You can't just expect a 16-year-old not to act brashly and not just go with honor in a situation like that. That's what they're gonna do. So I think Tyrion was right there. Daenerys made a huge error, and I'm surprised it didn't come up later with Jon and Jorah that she killed Sam's parents, because they both met Sam now. We do see later that they know at the Citadel, and they haven't told him, which probably means he still doesn't know when he left. We got this kind of goofy reveal of things going on with Rhaegar, where a maester recorded an annulment, which apparently you can do in Westeros, and then he married someone else. I think if she had said that name, if she had said Lyanna Stark, or a Stark, like, she would have recognized the name Stark. Even wildlings, all wildlings know the name Stark. So she would have recognized that. She might not have known the significance, but she would have recognized it. Maybe it'll come up again, but it was kind of funny the way Sam was just too frustrated with the other maesters to pay attention. And then we also have Daenerys coming back to Dragonstone, where she meets Jon. She flies in. You think she's trying to intimidate him, but I don't think that's really what she was doing. She was just landing there, and Drogon warms up to Jon and kind of, shows that he likes him at least, or will tolerate him. He lets him touch him, which we've only seen, I think, Tyrion, Jon, and Daenerys do. So if you think those are the three heads of the dragon, you're probably happy right now. I don't think so. I have a different theory on it, but yeah, we get that. We get Jon getting the letter from Bran, which we get the short little Bran thing. We're not getting much Bran, and it's frustrating. That's the most frustrating part, is we're not getting almost any Bran, which is silly. But we did get a bit of Arya. Well, before that, we have them getting ready to go off and do their things. Jon is going to go to Eastwatch with Jorah. Davos and Tyrion are going to King's Landing, and there Davos picks up Gendry, which is crazy. I kind of knew it was going to happen. We knew he was going to show up, but once he said King's Landing, no, I've got someone to pick up there, you know, obviously. And we got a "I thought you might be still rowing" joke. That was pretty good. Which King's Landing was the most obvious place for him to go back to, since it was the closest. And we get Tyrion meeting with Jaime, and Jaime is still angry with him, a little less now that he knows he didn't kill Joffrey, and he knows for sure. And so when Tyrion is telling him, our father wanted to just kill me because I'm me, not because I did anything wrong. So I think that helped. I don't think that would have went as well if we didn't get that Olenna reveal in the last episode, or an episode ago. He would have still been convinced that Tyrion had done it, since he killed Tywin too. And we find out Cersei knew. Qyburn's little secret keepers, you know, his spies are little birds. His spies are all about, and they're finding these things out. And she probably could have killed Tyrion if she wanted to. She probably let it happen, and which is smart, because she needs an armistice more than anyone in her mind. She doesn't care about what's going on in the north, but she needs an armistice. She needs time to get mercenaries to, you know, do all those things, but if she waits too long, it's going to be winter, and I don't know how much winter is going to affect it down there, but it won't be easy. And then we went to Winterfell. I don't know if I'm doing this in order, but we went to Winterfell. We saw Arya is suspicious of Sansa, and that she's undermining Jon in trying to gain authority. And she's following Littlefinger around, which then Littlefinger is shown that he was spying on her too, which was stupid. I don't think Littlefinger should be able to get the upper hand on Arya like that. I don't. Although, the only way I can see him being able to do that is by overhearing her saying no one and seeing her fighting skills, that he figured out where she is, and that she is going to be onto him, and that, of course, she's going to be spying on him. I think he wouldn't normally be able to figure all that out, because Arya is very good at spying. She did a lot of it. I don't remember in the books if she spent time doing it, or in the movie, but in the books, she literally spent a lot of time being a spy in Braavos. So Littlefinger, without knowing what she was, would not be able to figure that out that she was spying on him. But since his father was from Braavos, he probably knows about a lot of these things and has recognized what she is. So there's that, and we have Jon arriving up in Winterfell, and not in Winterfell, in Eastwatch, and basically them going over what they're gonna do and how crazy it is. And then Tormund basically says, well, there's these guys we got down in the dungeon, want to go over the wall too. And of course it's the Hound and Thoros and the Lightning King and the Lightning Lord, Beric Dondarrion. And we kind of get this squabbling back and forth, because Jorah's a Mormont, which doesn't, you know, sit well with Tormund. And then Gendry doesn't like them. John recognizes the Hound. Like, but anyway, they're a bit of a Ramshamble group, and we see them going out the wall, and that's apparently where we're going to go next episode. I don't know what else is going to be going on anywhere else. It doesn't seem like much. It seems like a very beyond the wall heavy episode like Hard Home or some of those other ones like the Battle on the Wall, which will be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed this review / breakdown, and subscribe and like to see more. And if I think I'm going to be doing, well, I'm trying to start doing actual reactions to things, but I just couldn't get all my setup working this weekend, so I wasn't able to start. Hopefully I'll start doing that next weekend. There's some software I couldn't get, and then there's some adapters I need for my microphone, and just all this silly stuff. But I'm going to try to start doing that. I plan on doing Defenders and Star Trek when that comes out, if the CBS thing, or the All Access, is a pain. But plan on doing those, so subscribe to see what I do next. Until then, I don't have much coming out because not much going on. Show hole. So yeah, that'll be. My dog is licking my foot and he's being a weirdo. Sorry, I'm so distracted. But yeah, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.